Greetings and welcome to Prosperous Universe. Today we've got a few bits to be doing. We've got mostly just some queuing stuff, but we do have one big building thing, so I'll do that in the beginning. Over here on CR911, the Apothecary, we have a production line down at 76%, we have another one down at 82%, and a final one down at 79%. So we're going to be dismantling these and rebuilding them. Now, I would really like it if the developers would bring a system in to be able to repair these. Even if it's the exact same cost as demolishing and rebuilding, I'm fine with that. It's just that what we have to do here is dismantle 10 buildings and then re-queue the jobs up. But I can't re-queue the jobs up at packs of 200 each because they'll all end at the same time. So I'll need to do a bunch at 50 and a bunch at 150 or something else to stagger them out. So that I can still keep the stuff coming out in blocks of 5, separated out by a day or two. But unfortunately, you've got to do it in this really weird way because otherwise everything queues up like this. Okay, so let's go and do this. So we have to start by bringing up the base screen. Go to the Apothecary. I'm not pronouncing it correct at all. Go to our building, and we have to start by demolishing stuff and then rebuilding stuff. So we'll start with the extractors since they're the smallest. Extractors. There they are. See, we can't demolish them because they have jobs in place, and we can't repair them, so we have to cancel the job that's running and then bring in a new job. So cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. Okay. So now we can destroy the 3 extractors. Alright, extractors have gone. So now we can come here and we can construct 3 extractors. 1, 2, 3. And then immediately re-queue all the jobs up. So right now we were pumping out magnesium, so I'm going to make another run for magnesium. 1, 2, 3. And then this will switch back to halite with 1, 2, 3. There we go. So that was just a bit of an annoying state there. What we're going to do next is we're going to delete these 3 at 5. And then rebuild the 5. And then delete these 5 and rebuild the 5 so we can try and keep the stagger roughly okay. Alright, so bring the construct menu back up, get rid of that screen. Okay, so next up is, let's do the sodium first. Get rid of that one because it'll just get in the way. Delete 2, 2 and 2. Yeah, so we'll delete 2 of them. There we go. Those 2 in pairs, those 2 in pairs. So what we can do now is find the chemical plants and delete 2 chemical plants. There we go. And then build 2 chemical plants. And then find 2 chemical plants that are low health and delete those. 1, 2. Come on. Come on. Yep. And then build a chemical plant and build a chemical plant. And then we have final 2 to do. So we should have 73 and 70 go there. Chemical plant go. And chemical plant go. And then build. And then build. And then we can re-queue those up with new jobs. So build 1, 2. There we go. You're queued up with your jobs. Queue the rest of those in so they can continue on. And then the next and final piece is to work on the EPO side of things, on our polymer plants. So the polymer plants are down here. There's a few of those, and we have some resources available, so we should have enough to complete this build. Polymer plants are down here. There we go. See, we don't have enough space to do any excess building and then delete, so we have to do this deletion and then build sequence. Alright, next up on this is to delete some jobs. We'll delete the first 5 jobs, and that leaves the other 5 intact. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should leave one of the long jobs. Good. Clear that off. Now we can come here and we can delete the 5 of the polymer plants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can rebuild 5 polymer plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we should be able to delete the next 5. 1, going slowly. Don't worry about it. It's normal when you're doing this sort of stuff and the server's fairly busy. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. All built, all done. The entire base is now being replaced. Everything is at 99% apart from the habs and stuff, which you don't need to replace those, luckily. And they don't really have a health status anyway. Right, this is up here with EPO for... Let's see, I don't want to do that one because you can see how they're going to be too close. So I'm going to want... What I want to do is I want to be about 3 days apart. So they got 4 days 20, so we want 5, 6, 7. We want about 7 days. So we have to go for 300 units on this one just to help stagger the production run here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then back to the normal 200s. Now I am aware that I am running low on some resources here. We are aware of that, and I am shipping stuff out there very shortly. In fact, we're going to do that today. I've been a little bit busy and preoccupied, and I haven't really kept an eye on the bases, on some of the resources. You can see there, we've run out of drinking water. I'm running out of way too many things to be good. Other bases are generally okay. I've been keeping an eye on most of them. That one just slipped through my fingers. So we're going to send a ship out there now. Luckily, we do have a ship sat on Promitor, waiting to bring in supplies. So we just empty the ship out of its current stuff. What? Oh no, where's the all? All, and all. Right, drinking water. So I'm going to bring up 1,000 drinking water and 1,000 rations straight there. And because they are low, I'm going to bring them an extra 100 drinking water, 200 drinking water, 300 drinking water. There we go. Now, there were short power tools as well. So power tools, bring all the power tools. I've brought some steel back here so we can make new power tools now. So that's good. What else are you low on? Drinking water, basic overalls are running low as well. Caffeinated infusion. Yeah, so coffee. Take 20, 30 coffee should do you for a while. And then basic overalls, take 10, 20. Take 29. Take 30 of them, so that you've got enough, and we can buy it here if we need to buy any. I would rather bring more rations with us, so let's bring in a couple of extra rations. How do you consume stuff, by the way? Drinking water and rations, 36. Yes, you actually consume more rations than drinking water, so I'm going to bring a lot more rations then. The maximum amount, 1250, 1300. Yeah, let's bring in a little bit less drinking water and bring in that extra bunch of rations with us. There we go. We'll have some rations on Prom in 2 hours anyway, so it's not an issue for Prom. And get that ship out there. So you're going out to CR911 Apothecary. Go. You'll be there in 12 hours. I have no problem with 12 hours. Production's going to slow down, but we'll be fine. Earth Wind needs your stuff bumping up. Food processors need your stuff bumping up. Right, you can close. Right, let's get you all set back up to a full production run on everything. 87% on the rigs. Ugh. 86 on there. Okay, so we do need to come up here and replace these two at some point soon. In fact, we might actually have materials nearby to do it. Ooh. What do we need on Prom to rebuild rigs and food processors? Construct. Rigs cost us MCG, which we can buy on the exchange, and BSC. We got a lot of BSC. And food processors. BDE is our only shortage, and BVH we won't have enough. But I can buy those on the market, so I say we do this anyway, just to replace these out. So actually, cancel all the water we just built. Let's cancel all of it. We can rebuild the water supply. It's not too big a production run to do that, and we have plenty of excess water in stock right now. So give me Promitor, give me the kind of buildings menu, put that over there, get rid of that one. Alright, find me the rigs, please. Rigs. So there are 6 rigs in total, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then rigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And we can set some of you to 100. Not that many of you to 100. Cancel that one. Cancel that one. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And the rest can go to 200. That'll stagger them out by a couple of days. Good. Now the farmsteads. The farmsteads are going to cause us an issue here. The food process, because the farms are actually at 98% and the BMPs are at 97%, so they're good. It's just the food processor here that needs an upgrade. So let's. Can we build any food processors, by the way? I don't think we can. We're actually missing all the BFD anyway, and we've got some spare area to build a couple with, but I just feel like it'd be easier just to delete everything in the same way. So clear all this down. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. We do the same thing, we'll rebuild them with a staggered output. And you as well. There we go. Right, so we want to get rid of 6 food processors, farmsteads, food processors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. And then we need to build 6. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Yep, and BD. Okay. So now we need to come up here and buy some. So we need 3 each. So we got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. We need 11. Okay. Promitor, BDE. It's going to be painful. Give me 11 BDE at market price. I think that 11 is what we need. But I might need to buy some BBH as well. Food processors 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's the BBH. So if I keep you up. BBH. We're going to need 2 more and we're out of them entirely, so we're going to want 6 of those at market price. Boop and boop. There we go, that's all 6. Perfect. Now we set your food processing orders up, which are going to be those. Set 1, 2, 3. Make sure 3 went in. Good. And maximum on those. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll wait 10 seconds for it to actually process. There we go. And then the queue itself. Perfect. Over here, we have the overalls coming in a few days, which might have to buy some just to keep stock going. But I'm also going to pop down here and say power tools, make me a bunch of power tools. I brought in a whole bunch of steel over here. We have to make quite a lot of power tools now with that. So that's going to keep us in power tools for a while. I sent off a bunch of oxygen over to WN599 Alpha and turned a bunch of their excess iron into steel. So we've got a nice little supply there. There's actually some excess over on WN that I couldn't bring across. Alright, let's check all the other bases, make sure they're prepped up for their upcoming things. So you want to be set 2 of that. There we go, that's 3 there. You want another one on there. You're going to want processing in a minute. You want maxing out entirely. There we go. You're going to want... you're okay for now. I need to work out what I need to get you because someone has placed an order for a bunch of stuff. I need to work out what I need excess of. And you, what can you actually make for us? Can you make any more of this? In box of 5? No, you only got 2 at nylon. Okay, well we won't be building any of that for now. Let's see. Can you make any LSE? Can make LSE. Can you make a big batch of LSE? You can. Then make me a big bunch of LSE. We're using 2400 of the PG, which will be quite a lot of it actually. And then I think we'll fall back to we haven't got any. We've got 9 glass. So let's make a batch of 5. Ooh, it's 5 per item. Okay, in that case we'll follow them back to doing some LBH, which might just have to be smaller amounts maybe. We'll figure that out. We got 2 days to get some supplies over here, so that will probably be something we should do as well. You're good, you're good, you're good. Okay, they're all good. Now how about our outposts? Yeah, you've been rebuilt, so you're good. Your output is missing. What are you missing? Cabin. Cabin is actually on its way. That is something I need to ship now. So what I have is, these will be 4 days. I have a ship here, Serenity. It's heading from Bertha to Promitor. When it lands on Promitor, it will drop off its cargo. It will then take some cargo from there to Hortus Sea. And when it gets to Hortus Sea, it's picking up a whole bunch of carbon and bringing it over here. That's its plan. Because you see here, Hortus Sea has the carbon, and we need it over here. So we'll be transporting that. Now that thing is going to be 13 hours away. Now if you have any spare ship capacity and you would like me to do a transport contract, drop me a DM via the messaging system. Say you got a spare ship sat on. Ideally, if you can get over to Hortus Sea, I have cargo, which is most of the carbon. I have cargo I would like to be moving to my other bases, and I just don't really have the ship time to ship carbon to all of these bases. So I'd like to put some more on Prom, but it's not a priority. I'd like to put some more on Bertha. It's getting there as a priority. WN needs some soon. As you can see, Apothecary needs some very quickly. So we've got multiple ship transports to be done. So if you do have any spare ship capacity, do let me know, and we'll see what we can do. But I might actually be asking in the organisation's Discord as well. The MKM Discord has a pretty decent transportation system up. I'm trying to see if we have anybody out in their community who wants to move some stuff. Anyway, that's all restocked. We've got everything moving where it needs to move. I do also need to move some fuel, I believe, out of one of these planets. Yes, there it is. Over here on Hortus Sea, I have a lot of carbon and a lot of fuel that need to be shifted. So, transporting. Anyway, that is all done. We are now up and running. These are all back to full. The other base will be to full once the resources arrive, as well, soon. Was it 12 hours? 8 hours, 9 hours roughly. Oh, okay, I think that's even faster than I thought it was going to be. Anyway, let me know what you think of the video, what you think of the game in general, but until next time, I'll see you then. Bye!